Welcome to Many Roads, No Rules. My name is Adriana, and stress was a friend I didn't need in my life anymore. So I decided to take the path to peace. Come with me. Let's go smell the roses together. So let me tell you a little bit about forced boondocking. I like to call it like that, when you have to boondock, when dispersed camping becomes your only resource. So let me tell you a little bit about that. Let me open the door a little bit. Hi. Today we are going to talk about something that may happen to you when you are out there and you're having this type of life. You're a nomad, or you're going from one place to another, visiting places, and suddenly something happens and you have to do what I would define as forced boondocking. It's something that you have to do no matter what. You have to stay in one place and not move from there. And it is something that may happen to you for one reason or another. You may have to stay put in one place and not move from that place for a long period. So let's talk about that. I will give you an example. When I came back from San Diego, from visiting my friend Allison there, and where I met Danette and other RVers, when I came back from there, I was already not feeling 100% well, so I decided to stay in Paramp for a few days until I could see my doctor and see what was wrong. The fun thing was, as I told you before, I didn't get any appointment right away. So that forced me to stay put, because I made an appointment for almost a month after that moment. So the soonest I could get was a month. It was fine. The only problem is I am in Paramp and there was nothing here, so I had to make an appointment in Las Vegas. Perfect. I called, I got the appointment. Excellent. So the day came, it was the 7th of March. So I drove to Las Vegas. It's almost 1.5 hours. It's a little less. It was a super windy day that day. It was wee. And then after I saw the doctor, I came back. Now, I do have an HMO. That is a health plan that you get from a group of doctors. That means an HMO is a great plan. I mean, usually they are less expensive, so that is why I chose it. And mine in particular, through Select Health, allows me to see doctors in Nevada, Utah, and Idaho, which is perfect. So I have the whole West covered. Wherever I am close to clinics or whatever I need, I am close to them. So, but it is an HMO. HMO means a group of doctors and clinics and hospitals that they are a very close group. They want you to go to just them, because that way they keep their costs lower, and therefore you benefit from a lower premium and lower deductibles and out-of-pockets and all those good things. So I was very happy with my plan, super convenient plan, with a what I understand is a very low maximum out-of-pocket. It's about $2,300, I think. So that means in the worst year of my life, if I need a lot of things done, the minute I reach 2,300 in medications, doctors, tests, whatever it is, for the rest of that year, I don't pay for anything else. Even if they have to give me a knee surgery or whatever, all of that is paid for, is covered. My maximum out of pocket is reached, so I don't need to pay anything else. But I have to stay with that group of doctors. If I go outside of the group, the costs go up and the limit doesn't apply anymore. So, okay, I understand the situation with medicine these days is very complicated. So I decided, okay, it's good. I am going to stay here in Paramp, which is very convenient, as I have shown you before. Town is a couple of miles away, so if I need anything from the supermarket, the mechanic, whatever, I can go there and it's easy. I have them handy, so I can stay put. And luckily, this is huge. Luckily, the BLM doesn't force you to leave the place after 14 days, which applies to almost everywhere else. If that were the case, I could stay here for 14 days and move 25 miles away somewhere and stay there for another 14 days. That doesn't happen here, so yay, perfect. But I had to stay here for a month. The update to my medical situation is I am still seeing doctors. I think I have something in my heart. I'm not sure. Because of I think I am paying the price of high stress in my previous life. And that is okay. Hopefully a simple beta blocker or something like that will do the trick. But we have to find the answers first. So now next Thursday I'm going to see the cardiologist. And I will have to go to Las Vegas again. So it's another 3 hours back and forth. I mean, 1.5 and 1.5. Gas prices are a little higher these days, so it's not fun. And then I will have to go again if they ask for a stress test or anything like that. I will have to drive there again. So this is going to be fun. Not. But this is the point. It all goes back to forced boondocking. So I have been here already a month. In 4 or 5 days, I will see the cardiologist. And then I will have some more days to wait until all the tests are done. And then the final conversation with the cardiologist and their recommendations and the beginning of the treatment. These may take another month. So you see why I say forced boondocking? Because by this time now, I have been here more than a month. There is 1 month to go. I can go to town and get all my needs taken care of, but it gets a little boring. So I recommend a couple of strategies. First, try to get enough munchies when you go to town. Try to make it healthy and get enough of them so you don't need to go to town every day. I am going to town about once a week to empty the toilet and back, and I take the chance to go to the supermarket. The one thing I need to make sure is to get enough. Let me turn off the fridge because the noise is annoying. Done. So the one thing I'd recommend is have a list of your essentials. Do you have enough swipes? Do you have, enough water? Water is fundamental. Do you have enough cookies or crackers or popcorn or whatever calms your munchies? That is super fundamental. Fruit, veggies. Get everything you need for a week and maybe a little more. so you don't need to move for a week. And that will help you save money. One of the amazing things about boondocking is the amount of money you save, because you don't use money. You don't pump gas, you don't go to the supermarket, you don't use money. And that is great. So remember to bring enough, as I said, popcorn or cookies or whatever you need in times of desperation in the middle of nowhere, and you start feeling the little bit of anxiety. Just bring enough of those things. Bring some apples and bananas and whatever you need that makes you happy. Because the savings, when you know at the end of the period how much you saved, that is going to make you happy as well. So, but that is a short update about my problem, why I had to stay here in Paramp, why sometimes you have to move and drive a little bit to accommodate for those things, and mostly make sure you have your munchies covered, because it is great to be able to stay in bed for as long as you want every day. Get up in the morning. If the day is beautiful outside like it is today, you can go out there and have a nice walk, and you can do things, clean your vehicle, do whatever you want, watch YouTube videos, those kind of things. But it is important that you don't need anything. So get your basic necessities covered and get a little extra of your super happy things that you may need. Do not overindulge. That is a key. That is the key. I do not buy chocolates on days like this, because otherwise I eat them all, and that is high calories. I don't buy crazy things that are super loaded with sugar. I try to stay on the lower side of things. Peanut butter is a must because it is very filling. So remember to have all those things. Jerky is a great protein source, and maybe during the day you need a little bit of that. So you get the point. I am so happy I found Paramp. Honestly, it's not my preference. I wouldn't live here. It's a crazy, crazy, crazy town where people drive like crazy. In the summer, these can go up to 120 or more. So yeah, certainly not the place where I would live. Super windy all the time. And another thing, if you're in the desert and it's super windy, keep your mask on when you go to the supermarket or places like that. The mask we got used to wearing during the pandemic, keep those handy. Because when you go to the supermarket or any place like that, personally, I do not like on windy days to be inhaling all that dust from the desert. Not only because it is minerals and things that you inhale, dust, but it is not clean. It always carries, I don't know, animal and human waste and all those things. In the air, those things are floating in the air, and you don't want that in your lungs. So these days, the mandate has been taken down, so nobody's wearing masks anymore here. I am. When I go to the supermarket, I have my mask on, but this time it's not about COVID, it's about the dust. It's super dusty. So I hope if you have to be in one place, if you're forced to boondock for a long extended period, I hope you can see that as an opportunity to save big money, and as an opportunity to tackle your projects. In my case, I am processing some personal photos and things I have to do. So it's great. I sit here, I have the desert just for me, and I love it. So, and as I said, it's a great type of life, even if it sounds funny when you say force boondocking. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Make a comment in comments. You know I love keeping these conversations going. And ring the notification bell. That way you know when I upload something new. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I mean, what are you doing? You have to be part of our family. Thank you very much for being here. You have a fantastic week and be kind to others.